talking to somebody the other day about how living in a city has warped my perception of, like, how far things are away.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, where I grew up, you know, a 15-minute drive was, like, that was 10 miles, you know? And here it's like a 15-minute drive is 2.
Yeah.
On a good day.
At most. Yeah.
At most.
Especially, like, with public transit. Like, 45 minutes back home got me to the other side of the city. Right? 45 minutes here, and I've gotten through one of the neighborhoods.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've always lived in a city, so that's kind of just been an hour on the bus is just kind of like a guarantee to me.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to go?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Tavern of Tomes. My name is R.K. Fox. I am your tavern keeper, and I'm joined today by my fellow storytellers Kent Aldrich, Samuel Bowen, Christian Majewski, the one and only Rachel, and Alex Oak. And together we're going to weave a world of myth and legend. The walls of my tavern are lined with leather-bound books filled with blank pages. Once a week. Why are you holding up a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
That was his introduction. You said his name and he goes,
White Dragon.
Once a week here at the tavern, we open up the Tome of Dusk and fill its pages with stories. The world outside is dark and scary. It has its beauties, but they're hard to see at night. So for the time being, let's save this world and go adventure, shall we? Now, last we left off...
I'm going to make you rap it, okay, Reese?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
I'm going to lay down a beat, and you're going to have to rap your entire intro in rhythm, okay?
I will not do that.
yes.
It will not work over Discord. I can just imagine the disaster that the audio becomes.
No, it's swing. It's you're in the pocket, right?
No, here's what
gonna be.
Here's how it could work.
It's like Dilla. That's what it made him brilliant.
Here's how it could work. It would only work in the recording, and it would work if you took your headphones out and did not listen to me rap. So you would not get to experience it, but it would work in the recording.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and I'll listen back to the recording.
Yeah, because I'm gonna somehow find a rhythm in that. Okay, last we left off, our party met Alexander Orthel. Were informed that in order to use the airship, they need to put up some kind of collateral. The only thing that could be proposed was the ship, the crew of the Tides That's Sleeping, and the ship itself. This was immediately not something that basically anybody but Vale wanted to consider. Vale and all the guys went back to the ship. Strella stayed behind to ask just a couple questions about her father. Learned a couple of his former blunders, one of his earliest ones, and just sent an encouraging message back to Prince Lonnie. Just saying, hey, you can make a mistake. Check out what your dad did. Back on the ship, Vale proposed to the captain, hey, if we can use this as collateral, we can go now. The first mate and the quartermaster were brought into that conversation. They then went to speak with Lorenzo. Ultimately, it was decided not to use the ship as collateral, and they would instead wait a couple days to meet with the board to then plead their case. And we pick up now as they walk into a room filled with a very wide variety of creatures. And Alexander Orthel, from the head of the conference table, says, "Please take a seat. We've gathered the board to hear your case. We've already briefed them on the situation, so at this point it is all to you to make your argument."
Vale is like jaw on the floor, staring at the dragon. I don't think he's ever seen a dragon, let alone an ancient white dragon.
Correct. Yeah, there is
silver.
It's silver. I corrected myself last time. It's this absolutely massive dragon. Definitely good 50, 60 feet in height. Actually, ancient, 100.
Yeah, he also is thinking in his head, you know, how he realized that he couldn't bonk the 9th level wizard in the head, and he's like, oh, yeah, getting the keys for this would not have gone well.
By the way, what you're thinking of is 20th level wizard? with 9th level spells.
9th level
yeah,
wizard.
Yeah,
I was like, a 9th level wizard you guys could kill.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's like, oh.
Wisdom was in waiting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Good old smash. the
Wisdom,
dragon.
not
as we're
against
kind of
highest
walking
stat.
in, as we're walking in, I'll whisper to Lucian. So he started this place like how long ago?
You are talking about the big dragon? I don't remember. Is he supposed to be the one who started it?
Shh, stop talking. Why are you talking?
Lucian, you would know from the many pamphlets you were handed.
Yep.
Iareth, what's his? He's got an epitaph. Iareth the Silver Frost was the founder of the College of Falsafrost, not the university itself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That seemed a bit too on the nose
Yeah.
for him to be also the founder of the school. Yeah. I think Lucian's just gonna walk in and say, once we are given the floor, honorable principal,
President.
dear deans, board or president, board of deans, board of the school, we are coming to you with an utmost grievous of requests. Not grievous for the nature of the request, but for the reason we are here to request it. You see, a mere few weeks ago, our beloved scion, Jean Valjean.
No.
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 that was not on purpose. Jabon Valjean. What?
Verlon Charbon.
Verlon.
Carbon.
I swear I did it right once. Verlon Chabon the third passed away in very tragic circumstances. You might have heard about the mass exodus in our neighboring nation of the Quadratica, or nations. You see, the criminals that aided that escape came back to the Cyanarchy and assassinated our king.
Hold on, pause for a second. Alex, what are you listening to?
No, people are talking outside my door.
Yeah,
I thought he was like a YouTube
that's
video.
Kirby's
just-
voice.
Me too.
Oh my
I
goodness.
was like,
That's Kirby's voice.
It's like bull.
Sorry, I'm watching Dude Perfect over here. This stuff is crazy, you guys. Did you know they're Christians?
Okay, continue.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me.
Oh my.
That is part of Lucian's.
Yeah, for sure.
Lucian's
We need a
speak.
boat.
He was assassinated. We believe that Los Colores Vivos, the group behind the assassination, is not only a threat to our peace, but to the peace of the world at large. If they are to remain unchecked, they will sow chaos in every corner of the earth that they are able to reach. And because they are also the ones who stole your boat at first, we are not sure what they did with it, but we are sure that now they possess the capability to travel around the globe, around the flat surface of the earth.
No, it's known that it's a globe. It's not. It's like common knowledge that the planet is a globe.
No. I just like making Reese angry.
It worked.
Around the triangle that is the earth.
It's actually a donut.
That is
a donut.
It's a donut.
It's a fiat.
Hollow Earth theory.
We have been sent by the Scion to retrieve something that the group Los Colores Vivos has stolen from us, but also to infiltrate their group and try to figure out how we can best take them down from the inside. And we would require your aid because we do not have a flying boat. I think that it would be in the best interest of Domitia, of the Quadratica, and of Perai and the Altarian University, for us to go up into the sky, retrieve what was stolen from Domitia, and also find how we can defeat this, at this point, what's the word? International threat. And that is the request that we are putting in front of you today. We have not been able to look at the boat and find out its capabilities, and thus we are not comfortable putting our entire crew on as collateral. Only for, well, not only, but we would like to be able to work with as much information as we can, and I'm just basically gonna like explain all the conversations that we have had amongst ourselves. It is because of this that we humbly come before you today. Some of the brightest minds in our entire world, to beg that you would give us the chance to avenge our king. To avenge the man who gave some of us hope. He was a good ruler. And even you, and I'm gonna point at Alexander, you knew him, and you knew the man that he was. We want to honor his memory, and retrieve what has been taken from us. That is going to be my spiel.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. You get advantage because that was a fantastic speech.
I think, would it be too much to say that I would have companion in dreams my charisma today, knowing that I...
Yeah, you know you have that ability. You can absolutely do that.
Yeah. Can I guidance?
Yeah, before you go into the meeting, you can absolutely cast guidance on yourself.
And you said persuasion?
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's already a 19, so let me reroll.
On the die?
On the die. That's a 19 on the die. Let me see if I get a 20. I did get a 20.
Let's go.
That's crazy, bro.
Do a total of
20 plus a D4 plus whatever that other thing you said.
2 D4s. So it's a 24 plus 2 for my 4 plus because it's persuasion. So it's a total of 28.
Good freaking night.
The 20 on the die is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
They give us the ship,
A
and
lot.
they give us the ship, and the dragon agrees to come with us.
We get the dragon instead.
No, we fly.
Yo.
You know what? They can have the boat as collateral as long as the 5 of us can fly it on the ancient dragon.
Yes.
Insanity. Insanity.
oh goodness. I got 100 in that 20. I think the immediate response is you see the human you see very quickly their face changes to a completely different person as their jaw drops and their face just flashes through a couple different faces. You realize this is the same kind of person that Dyspro was. This is a changeling.
Changeling, yep.
Hold up.
Dad?
My character isn't here for this. Dang it.
It's Dyspro. No.
Wait. Is this Alexander you said, or one of the other counselors?
This is the human who was at the
The
table.
one human.
There was the one human.
What was his name?
You didn't get names for any of these people yet.
Poopy Pee Poo Poo the third.
His name is Aim.
That was my brother's name.
The robotic individual just stands up and starts clapping, like doing the slow clap.
I
Just
think
Please
that
tell me nobody else joins him.
no, nobody else joins him. Nobody else, of course not. This is a robot who has misunderstood the social cues.
Yep. I think that
It
This
just-
is a robot with autism.
and it, no. I think at this point, Lucian is going to just very, very, very slightly look over at Lorenzo like. Just give him a look.
Completely ignoring him.
Oh, I know he saw it.
The robotic individual, the Kalaton, just says, I have never heard such a well-executed speech, given very little preparation and a high unlikelihood of convincing me to pilot such a project.
This is Captain 1.
Yes, this is Captain 1.
Yes, yeah.
Lucian will give him like a slight bow, and say, "You flatter me with your words. I am an ambassador by trade.
I am incapable of flattering intentionally. I am being honest.
Despite that, you still flatter me."
You are welcome.
It's Data. It's Data from Star Trek.
I vote in favor of lending the airship. Immediately, Alexander goes, "We have not moved to voting yet. We've not proceeded that far."
My dear Alexander, I believe the captain has spoken. And I'm gonna give him like a huge cheeky smile, like, obviously I'm joking, but like, the captain has spoken.
The question that we are answering in this meeting is simply whether we will lend the ship without collateral. Unless any further questions need be asked, it seems some of our members are already ready to vote. And the only person who raises any question at all is the ancient silver dragon, whose head just, rather than like occupying a side of the table, his head is hanging over the table. And so when the voice exits this body, your bodies are vibrated with how much sound is being produced. And
Speaker systems they've got are crazy.
That's some crazy bass right there.
And the only thing that is asked is,
are you opposed to my tagging along?
Vale had just picked his jaw up off the floor, and it just goes right back down.
Straia's gonna forget this is like a diplomatic moment and just be a kid for a second and drop an expletive and be like, "Are you kidding me? Of course you can come."
And Lucian's just gonna go, what my younger associate is trying to say. Pardon her excitement. We would be honored and delighted, and it would be far exceeding our expectations if your honorable self would join us on this expedition.
I am excited.
Trust me, and so are we.
This dude is at least 800 years old.
Yeah, this dragon was probably around for like the beginning of the counting of time, which started roughly 900 years ago.
He was probably there for the corruption.
He probably knew what's his face.
Kazarash?
Kazarash.
Potentially.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
Kazarash the Deathly.
They were definitely at least alive at the same time.
They were at the very least probably alive at the same time. Yeah, you guys are approved. You also get the dragon who will be coming with you now.
Let's go.
Frick yeah.
Once I don't know if we're leaving the council room yet, the board room yet.
Not yet. No, I mean, we
Okay.
can progress past that. We can stay here, whatever you need to execute your plan.
Yeah, whatever you guys want. Yeah.
We're just approved?
Yeah, you're approved. They immediately say, we can have the ship ready to go in probably 5 hours.
I
Make
look
it-
at Captain One. Oh, and go ahead, Christian. This question probably comes afterwards.
As much as we want to leave as soon as possible, give us 24 hours. I keep losing my accent. I'm going British. Give us 24 hours. We have not had the option of examining the sheep yet, and we would like to strategize. And now with I'm trying to look for a word. Now that Arsenal has expanded beyond what we would have ever hoped imaginable, very much pointing towards the big dragon in the room. We would like to have the possibility to think ahead of how we might want to approach Los Colores Vivos. And I believe that it would also be better for the crew to have a little bit more time to prepare.
Yeah. Captain One immediately responds, this can be arranged. Follow me. And just stands up and starts to walk out.
Okay, I will follow him,
I-
but before I do that, I will turn around to everybody present from our side and go, and that's why I want elephants. He walks away.
I'm imagining that the captain of the Tides Unsleeping came with us, probably.
No, the captain was not present for this conversation.
I think it was just us.
Okay, I was just thinking that, like, if collateral became necessary, it would have been beneficial to just have him there.
Well, you don't
But-
need him there because you guys are allowed to make a unilateral decision about the ship.
Right.
And
that's
he already
fair.
gave
Yeah,
us
no,
the
never
okay.
mind. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
All right. Who all is going to see the airship?
Dude.
I'm gonna stay behind. I'm gonna get more stories if I can from the professor.
Okay. From President Alexander.
President. Yeah.
Lorenzo, Lucian, you guys going to see the ship?
Yes.
I'm going.
Yeah, Lorenzo will go to the ship as well.
Okay. In that case, Strella, you stay behind. The first thing that happens in the boardroom as everybody else walks out, Alexander goes, yet again, one has ended a conference of the board unilaterally without discussing it with anyone before we had finished any proceedings.
Does he do that a lot?
It happens a frustrating amount. I've considered reprogramming him.
Crazy.
I mean, he seems cool. You know.
Yes, but unilateral
Yes, when he-
decisions to just without discussion end our meetings is problematic. I do enjoy that he is a go-getter, though.
Yeah. I'm excited to get to know him more. He seems cool.
Yes, should be enjoyable. All right, we're gonna bounce to the guys in the ship. Strella, he will tell you, story after story, of their limited engagement over the 20, 30 years that they had known each other.
Cool.
One of the things you realize is part of the reason that Alexander didn't react huge to the news is he's an elf who's been alive for 700-800 years. He's a little out of touch with temporality as a mortal.
Cool.
So,
Does he have any stories or any mentions of my dad with my mom, or know any rumors or any?
No.
Like, I might ask for like dirty secrets this time. But
Yeah.
he's got none of that.
nothing.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll just collect stories.
The four of you guys are marched over to a hangar in the Foundwing School. You see the massive airship. It is not a full-size galleon. It's a little bit smaller than that. The crew is not very large. So you are informed, basically, the crew is one and a couple other mages. Because you don't need, it's not like a normal ship where you need a bunch of people to come and, actually like make the ship work. Most of the ship is automated based on spell work. And so you are allowed, basically, what explains, given the size of the ship and the crew that we would need to bring, you would have the capacity to bring about 4 or 5 aside from yourselves. This is because most of our weapons cannot be trained to be used by non-mages, by non-Foundwing mages. The weapons use time and gravity magic and require intelligent pilots.
Really threw that one out there.
But yeah, you guys are given full specs of the ship. It has a movement speed of basically 300 feet a second. It has a number of arcane cannons, which, again, are basically their foundation magic cannons, so they fire time and gravity. And just anything in their path warps.
Holy crap, this thing moves at 204 miles an hour?
Can. It is dangerous to move it at its full speed, but it can.
I was kind of told that it was a floating rock. It looks more like a boat.
Who told you that it was a floating rock?
No,
Floating rock was something else.
sorry. We're hunting the floating rock. Our friend joined us after the floating rock incident and was not aware. Clearly, we did not specify which one was which.
I thought we were getting on a floating rock to chase the floating rock. So we're going on a floating boat? That seems less interesting.
To chase a floating rock. And then eventually get on a floating rock.
So there is a floating rock I'll eventually get to be on.
Yes, probably.
Okay.
Is your intention to siege Los Colores Vivos, or to infiltrate, or to use diplomacy?
That's a great question. What are we doing,
It is-
Lucian?
That is not something that we have fully discussed yet.
A few days ago, we weren't sure if we were going to have a boat. So
The
That
young
makes sense.
king, well, that is what he exactly is. He is young. Made the decision on a bit of a whim, and as far as I understand, didn't think much of it. So the only directions that we received was to retrieve a thing that has been stolen from Domitia during the attack on the king. And so that is our priority. However, me being myself, I would like to infiltrate. My ideal would be to infiltrate the group, Los Colores Vivos, find out as much about them and find out how we would most efficiently go about disbanding them. I don't know that we will be able to do that during this mission, but
So this
as
is
much
a,
information as
this
possible.
is a stealth mission.
It is a stealth reconnaissance mission, yes.
And possibly, because there was some discussion, I think, of possibly kidnapping, well, not kidnapping, bringing the leaders to justice if possible, which would involve...
But that would be... Well, to Lucian, bringing someone to justice is to bring them before court.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is we, well, you know,
I feel like
Snap.
for Vale that is a bit of a different definition.
Vale left it intentionally ambiguous.
The
Multiple interpretations.
bringing their recent conversation to mind, Lucien is picking up on the ambiguity.
I will say,
Yes,
I don't know how we
This-
died, man.
capturing any amount of leadership would be beneficial.
I will say, the airship is not suited for combat. It was originally made as a sailing vessel. The additions of the arcane cannons is recent as a defense mechanism, or defense measure to protect the ship from future theft.
I also don't think that we will be able to do much stealthing unless the boat and all of its inhabitants can become invisible.
We could staff the ship with wizards and arcanists who can make the ship and its inhabitants invisible.
That might be good. I'm worried about the fact that we do not know anything about the infrastructure of the vessels that Los Colores Vivos is using. So whether we can
What
approach
information
them.
Did we not talk to Neve about this?
The first raid. Oh yeah, didn't we talk to Neve about this?
I feel like in the
You did
the
not
leading
talk-
days up to this.
Okay. If that is
That's fair. I mean,
the conversation has not
Rachel.
yet been had with Neve.
yeah.
So we could talk. We can also strategize once we're in the air.
I feel
with
like
Neve.
The other
no, I
thi-
feel like during the last 3 days I would have talked to Neve
Okay, well,
about
so
like as
the first thing that you know is that they could have entirely restructured because it's been several months since Neve has even seen them. It is very possible that Neve's information is completely outdated. To her knowledge,
I was also kind of going off of the fact that she was left behind before anything major really happened.
Yeah.
Like they just got the rocks.
Yeah. So like the version that Neve was a part of was a couple of like loose stones. They had to a very thin extent. They had made a capitol building of some kind on one of the stones, but it wasn't like a big grandiose thing. She would basically communicate to you that it's almost impossible to judge what their current situation is without having seen them. And you guys probably have more accurate information based on the assassination than she does based on her last encounter.
As far as we know, they might have built an entire nation on top of those floating rocks. The sky is the limit, pun intended. And he's going to look at Captain One and say, this would be the time for you to laugh.
Ha 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 ha. Did
See?
I do it right?
Yes,
We'll
you
work
did.
on it, don't worry.
There's nothing to work on. He's a natural. He is a natural, and he's gonna clap him like on the shoulder.
Ha ha. Again?
Yes,
You're good.
yes, again.
Ha ha ha
But
ha.
yes, we have absolutely nothing concrete to go off of. So, if we are able to stealth there on an invisible airship, that would be perfect. But the thing is, at some point, the airship will stop being invisible and they will find it.
That is not necessarily true.
Is it not?
If we cycle,
wouldn't know.
If we cycle a chain of mages, we could keep the ship invisible for a drop off. And
For a drop off. And would you be able to hover close around enough that for us to go there for several hours, find out as much as we can, then pick us back up? Because I
Yes.
feel like with the thousands of people that they took from the Quadratica, we would be able to
hundreds
blend
of
in.
thousands.
Hundreds of thousands. Originally I wanted to say billions, but I didn't remember how much it was, so I just went with thousands.
It's hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. I think for now that would be the best plan.
All right. We will staff wizards capable of disguising or removing the ship from visibility. Luckily, Ired has offered to come, and he is a prodigious illusionist.
Do we have
Iris?
The dragon.
The dragon.
Yeah. Do we have
Which also,
any? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I love the image of like, one of us not being invisible, standing on the invisible ship, like standing on the prow as we're sailing up, just looking absolutely epic, floating through the sky at 100 miles an hour.
If you are moving that fast, it is dangerous without eye protection.
Thank you.
You can get some cool shades. Don't worry.
What are
The
shades?
sunglasses.
Bro has the tism.
I love him so much.
Bro is the platonic ideal of the tism.
Yeah, literally. It's just if Sheldon was a robot.
I have.
What are the skill sets of the 4 or 5 you intend to bring aside from yourselves?
Captain, I assume?
We
I don't know that he
would
knows.
have to discuss that with the captain of the Titan sleeping.
We do know
For-
that one of our crew members was a part of Los Colores Vivos during
Yes,
their early
Okay.
on. So that is definitely someone we're going to bring.
Do they have the capacity to track Los Colores Vivos?
I'm not entirely sure, but we will ask them.
Didn't you have a Excellent?
There's a chance that they might be able to. So that is definitely somebody who we will be bringing with us. Other than that, we have not discussed.
So for now, I think the plan will be, unless upon arrival, every plan will eventually fail. But for now, the plan will be to keep this ship and its inhabitants invisible, drop us off, find out as much information, and then I am capable of casting the sending spell. Or I am capable of asking you to come and retrieve us once again.
Wonderful. This seems achievable.
Wonderful.
I calculate a 54% chance of success, which is higher than average.
That is indeed higher than average.
Yikes.
We'll take it.
Well,
Good odds.
with all of these having been said, my dear Captain One, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for finally showing me this beautiful ship. You have been a delight to speak with, and you are definitely my favorite dean of this school.
Thank you. I appreciate this.
You are very welcome.
Trying to butter up the robot is wild.
Insane.
Old habits die
And-
hard.
All the habits die hard.
You will leave now. I need to prepare the ship.
That is what I was implying. Yes, we are leaving.
That wasn't a question. That was great.
And
As-
I guess we'll. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you finish your scene.
I was literally just saying we're gonna go to the ship. and
Yeah,
talk
you
to the
guys go
captain.
back to the Titan sleeping. Strella, what's up?
After I get my stories from the president,
Yeah.
I want to ask him where to find the changeling dean. And I want to go visit him.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Changeling Dean is the dean over Mindstro. It's the dean over the school you've been visiting the most.
Oh my gosh. Okay, great. Love that.
Murdered.
What's his name?
Sam
This
is
feels
just
like
getting
beta.
uncomfortable.
His name is Aim, as in like to aim, AIM. He is called the dean, but within his school he is referred to as Master Summoner.
Master Summoner.
Master Summoner.
He's the master commander.
Okay, great. Is he in his office? Am I able to
So you go looking for Dean, and as you you go look for the Dean. You go into his office. You just see a student sitting in one of the chairs. There's nobody in the desk, or in the seat at the desk. He's just there's a student, younger woman, very timid looking, looking around, apparently waiting for the Dean, book in hand. Yeah. You see just this, quaint office.
Cool. You waiting for the Dean, Master Summoner?
Yeah. I'm waiting for Master Summoner. I have a question about some course load stuff. I want to see if he would allow me to double major and work a little bit in Foundwing. But yeah, why are you here?
What? Why do you look so nervous? Just ask. The worst he could say is no, right?
Yes, that's what I'm concerned about, is that he'll say no.
So then you keep doing the thing you're doing. Fine.
Well, but I don't want
people don't like nervous people. Sorry, I don't mean that so directly. No, no, that's so.
Speaking of
so
autism,
you see her.
Good.
You see her immediately begin to tear up. It's
no, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's not what I meant. What I meant was you are allowed to be nervous. But what I have found in life is that if you pretend, right? I would argue most people in their life are nervous or scared or whatever. If you pretend like you're not, or you pretend like you're excited, you get a more positive reception, right? So if you're nervous that things will stay the same, pretend like you're not. And maybe it'd be cool. I don't know. I'm not saying, you seem really nice. I'm really sorry that my brain is just all over the place, processing a lot of things. So yeah, sorry.
You would make a good student of Mindstro. And you see the mannerism completely changes as the individual shifts into the Dean you saw earlier. You're very persuasive. You say what you want to say without much guessing. You do backtrack a little bit. You'd make a good Mindstro student.
Thank you. Your school's really cool. I've met a couple of the students and things. Yeah, who knows? I've never thought about college, never thought about university, but
you should.
Being here, yeah, maybe I will. Yeah. Anyways, I know we're leaving in a day.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk to you. I want to be direct, but I also know that if I am, it may be a bit rude, and so
I don't care.
Can I just be direct and ask apologies? Okay, great. People like you, are there a lot of them in the world?
Changelings?
That can change? Yeah.
We're a bit more common here. Not entirely common anywhere, though.
Okay. Do you have any siblings or missing people? Basically, I met a guy just like you. He was a part of our friend group, party, ship crew, whatever. I don't know. I've never met anybody else like you, or that I know of, right? Because obviously you could just keep your face. But anyways, do you have any siblings? Maybe I could, if you're missing someone.
I do have siblings. We're not
memory.
missing anyone. It's an interesting offer.
Do you know a guy named Dyspro? Just by chance.
No, I can't say I do. Do you have a last name?
Let me go through my memory bank here. You told us at one point.
Sam, did you tell them a last name?
He did. I wrote it down, I thought.
Yes, wait,
said-
hold up. I definitely have.
Dice
When-
roll, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
When the Scion asked for his name, he did give his full legal name.
That
Unfortunately.
no, you said Dyspro. You did not give a last name.
Did I not?
No, because
I don't think you gave
I-
a last name.
I don't.
Did he not? I could have sworn I had a full name.
I don't think you've ever given a last name for Dyspro.
Jamshiman. Yo, are you sure?
Even if you do it in Korean, Rachel. Even if you do it in Korean.
Wait a
Wait, a
second.
tie, right? ATI or something like that.
No, that was a different name.
Ati
That was after Jack.
Yeah, Ati was the first name
Yep.
given after Jack.
Jacques.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're gonna find a last name.
Yeah, I don't think we have a last name
I could have sworn.
for Dice Bro.
I really thought.
You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw
really
it on the
thought we-
screen for the people who watch the video so that they can see it, but none of you guys can.
Because technically,
well.
I think it might have been that I hadn't settled on a last name.
I don't
yet.
think you had, and then when I asked you for it so I could build your character card, I think you chose. Because I had first names for all of your family members, but no last names.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go through all of his names that he gave us, like
Also, would help.
Dexbro, Wim, Jack,
Shut up,
Ati.
Sam.
Yeah, no,
Not gonna help.
I don't know anybody by any of those names. A lot of changelings will go by different names over time, so even if I did know this person, I probably knew them by a different name.
He was. Yeah.
Have you?
Do you know anything
Can I
else
make a little-
about them that would let me know, like if there's any like context to them aside from just a name?
No, any major event that might have happened to their parents.
Their profession.
Okay, yes. Can I make a perception check to see how trustworthy this guy seems?
So you
in
make
this
an
moment?
insight check for that.
That's that's what I mean.
Okay.
Can I impose disadvantage
Nope.
for beyond fail?
What is it? Perception?
Insight.
Insight. Okay.
Same thing.
Insight. Oh no, I have a +0 to insight. Okay, that's 18 total.
Whoa! Good roll though. Dang.
Yeah, I got a good roll. But
With an 18, he doesn't look like he's going to like take the information and try and do anything nefarious with it. He's just trying to help. Like he's asked a question
Yeah.
to help give you the information you want.
yeah. Yeah. His family was like involved in a bunch of magic stuff, but I feel like the rest isn't mine to tell. But have you heard of any changelings that have like dealt with dangerous magic?
I mean, the most notorious example, the beginning of this year, the parents, mother and father of the Xenon family passed away. Horrible destruction, the unleashing of a Ravager.
Nope, not them. Don't
Definitely
think
not
it's those
them.
ones.
No,
Couldn't be.
Somebody else.
Look at something
You
else.
said the the Xenon family?
Yeah, the Xenon family did work at this school. They helped with developing the sketches of the 10th level spells. We aided them in those calculations. Not that anything good came of it.
They worked here?
Well, they would occasionally guest teach some classes. Some students liked to bring them in as guests regularly. Yeah, it was a devastating loss.
Oh, okay.
Do you know? Do you know a member of the Xenon family?
If I were to say yes, would that get me in trouble or would that not?
I mean, it wouldn't get you in trouble. It would just be remarkable. Because I mean, aside from the eldest son, none of that family have been heard from since the incident.
Who, was Dyspro the oldest or was he the second? I thought he said he had an older brother.
Second.
Okay.
The second.
Where's the oldest brother? Like, when was the last time we heard from him?
I'm gonna roll a history check.
Sam, you look so nervous.
No,
I mean,
I love this, but
he is a sloven drunk up in his hometown, wasting away in taverns since the death of his parents. I mean, he's never been the same.
That's what I want to
That
be
makes
when I grow
sense. Where is his hometown? I just
He's
lost my parents. I thought maybe I could comfort him. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. He's from up north in the city of Nantmore.
Nantmore?
Nantmore. Nantmoor.
Hey. Do you have names for the family members? Like, you have a family name, obviously the Xenon family, but like do you know the brother's name?
I'm gonna
names?
roll another history check. We'll see.
I mean, technically, you know his brother's name.
I know his brother's name. I don't know the names of the other siblings, but I know Aaron, the eldest. But he's also been, since his family vanished from the face of the map all in one day, basically, he's been the only one around.
Siblings.
So they think, was it just the parents that died in that incident, or was it like
the parents,
the whole family but Aaron?
The parents and the daughter, but the second boy, I think it just hasn't been heard from. Some have theorized that he's dead, but no one knows for sure. Which member of the Xenon family do you think you know?
Aaron.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, here's the deal with changelings, right? Like, what if I met Aaron and he like pretended to be the other brother, or what if I met the other brother and he pretended to be Aaron? Or what if it was just a changeling?
Aaron's pretty distinct right now. His arm is completely crisped up. He can't do anything with it, his right arm. So if you met Aaron, you would know it. You could have met another changeling. I mean, it's entirely possible that another changeling claimed that story to be their own for the purposes of getting you to think a certain thing about them. It's a very common activity.
Yeah. So Aaron can't use his arm at all? Or like
his right arm. His right arm got burnt to a crisp by void fire. They did an article on him, and then he stopped responding to any invitations from any press.
That's fair. Can you show me the article? I'd love to just tell my friends about it. This is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he pulls up on his crystal the article just so that you can see it.
Is there a way I can get a copy of this to like give to my friends?
Yes, give me just a second. He pulls out a piece of paper, and then he takes his crystal, and then he rubs it all over the piece of paper, and everywhere he rubs, it creates the article.
Yes. Crystal printing. Love it. Cool, thank you. Yeah, I'll talk to my friends. Maybe if this is right, we'll come and talk some more.
Yeah. I mean, obviously before you leave at noon tomorrow.
Yeah. Also, if I wanted to apply to your school, how do I do that?
Applications can be found at the front desk.
Cool. Thank you.
Not the front
Appreciate
desk.
Pick it up.
Not the main office, the front desk of the Minstrel College specifically.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so I'll leave. I will go back to the boat and like gather up these hooligans, and when we're like somewhat alone, or no, I'm gonna go get us some drinks.
Yeah.
Be like,
Classic.
Yeah, you guys go grab some drinks below deck.
okay, guys.
When she
look
says that,
at
Lucy
this.
does their usual setup of like 2 tables.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Say,
who have you asked inappropriate questions this time?
Honestly,
First of
it's
all-
becoming a bit of a trend.
No, a bit of a trend?
Well,
It's a tradition at
you-
this point.
Was it the
which boy?
There's multiple?
Which boy?
Strella's romantic inclinations aside, who turned out to be whose son or brother this time?
I found Dyspro's family. Look at this, and I'm like gonna slap down the article.
Yeah, you see an article recounting a 10th level spell that was attempted at the beginning of the year by the Xenon family, a family of changelings, the eldest son. This article is specifically about what has become of the family. It's almost like a tabloid talking about how...
Love those.
Excuse me.
Good night, Christian.
And cut.
Sleep well.
It's almost like a tabloid talking about, like, you know, one of those, like, you won't believe what happened to the eldest son of the
Right.
Xenon
You
family.
get it at a supermarket.
Yeah, but it is like, it's, you know, it is displaying facts that all corroborate everything you've learned. Yes, Sam?
Is it on the Hexnet?
You would have been able to find it on the Hexnet, yeah, if you go
Yeah, I've
looking
already
for
read it. It's like,
He'll be like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean-
yeah.
I mean, it was a TikTok, but
Unlikely.
I didn't read it, but it was a TikTok.
With really crummy
I saw a
AI
TikTok on this.
voiceover.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Lucian is just reading the article. You were joking. You did find someone's
No.
brother.
I'm telling, and his
Mom and
parents.
Dad.
Stop doing
You still
this.
work here. I'm
You know
sorry.
what? Maybe
did you
just
guys?
walking up and talking to the captain does work.
I'm saying, if you want to get
That's
results,
a-
just
Listen, this girl, she's got bigger cojones than you do. And he's going to point at Enzo.
Don't. So what will
Anyways.
somebody's brother's sad. Woo, crazy.
no, but his
That's not
brother.
the point.
They think that Dyspro is dead. He's alive. Maybe maybe his brother is like trying to get in contact with him, or maybe they can tell us whatever his parents were doing, and
A
help
brother
us with
looking
this
for another
Ravager
brother,
situation.
crazy.
I know, right? Huh.
And as you guys are talking about Dyspro, we're actually going to pop back over.
Oh my gosh!
Dice bro.
And Dyspro,
Way.
as you are sitting in your cell, the Scion walks down the hallway with a chessboard in hand and a small, like, sack of what you assume are chess pieces. And he takes the board out, and sets it right next to the edge and says, "Care for a game?"
Dyspro will just kind of gesture that his hands are like still kind of, chained up. It'll be like,
He
oh,
waves his hand and click, click. They come loose.
Dyspro reaches beyond the bars and starts strangling the young kid.
burning hands. No.
You fool. Yeah, you activated my trap guard.
Burning hands. 5th level. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. He'll start setting up the chess pieces.
Yeah. And as you guys play a game of chess, the Scion just begins to continue to ask you questions. It's not trying to make some sort of moral argument like last time. He just asks you questions about your life. About who you were, who you are. He's just trying to get to know you.
Dyspro will start with very short answers, but still truthful answers.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of the longer they play, the longer the conversation goes on.
Yeah.
The more he's willing to give up more and more information.
Yeah. And as the weeks go on, these conversations continue. His visits become more frequent. And you guys play chess. And with that,
It's crazy.
we're going to finish this chapter of Tavern of Tomes. Does anybody have anything they want to plug?
Magic Missile minis. Come watch me make D&D minis and do Warhammer kit bashes and stuff like that. And as well as check out my band, Kin. That's Kyn. We do alternative, like pop rock, electronic music. And we're releasing an album early 2026. So, very excited about that.
Ooh.
Check me out on Substack. Just look up Kent Aldrich. There's some stuff up there. I'm actually writing things these days, which is wild. Imagine doing that. So, come check it out.
You can follow my Korean adventures on Instagram at Rachel McKelvey.
Not only can you, you should. Some crazy stuff
There you
going
go.
on over there.
And by crazy, it just means studying a lot.
And birthday parties.
Oh, true.
And apparently,
True.
pedestrians getting hit by buses and stuff.
Yeah. Rachel's doing that herself.
Yeah, she's actually a bus driver over there too.
Yeah.
got employed.
And if we got nothing else, we will finish this episode of Tavern of Tomes. Thank you all for joining us. You're always welcome here at the Tavern. And come back next week, because the story's not over yet. We love you all. Good night.
Weather.